Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. WWE Raw General Manager Adam Pearce has lately been very busy dealing with budding rivalries going out of hand, top stars sustaining injuries, and much more on the red brand. He recently shared a social media update claiming he got his revenge on a popular star. The 47-year-old kicked off the October 20 edition of Monday Night Raw by stripping Seth Rollins of the World Heavyweight Championship due to the latter's injury. He then asked Braun Breaker, who had left the arena with the title the previous week, to hand him the strap. Despite making the GM say please, the second-generation wrestler gave the title to Paul Heyman instead, who handed it over to Pearce. Adam Pearce punished Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed by excluding them from the Battle Royal schedule to determine CM Punk's opponent for the vacant World Heavyweight Championship. Paul Heyman tried to get the duo in the match. However, the Scrap Iron did not entertain the Oracle's demand, despite making him say please. The Raw general manager took to Instagram to share a clip from his backstage conversation with Paul Heyman. In the caption, Adam Pearce insinuated that he got his revenge on the members of the Vision. You can check out the Instagram post below. The New Day and Grayson Waller have been calling out for a ban on Penta's Mexican Destroyer. However, Adam Pearce has been ignoring the plea. After getting hit by the move, the Aussie icon posted a social media update stating that he was moving around on a motorized scooter because of it. Responding to Waller's tweet, Xavier Woods noted that the former WWE Tag Team Champion must be going through a lot of pain. He blamed Adam Pearce for it, claiming it wouldn't have happened had the Raw GM not played favorites. You can check out Xavier Woods' tweet below. Penta has now moved back to the WWE Intercontinental Championship picture. It remains to be seen what's next for the New Day and Grayson Waller, as the Masked Man has shifted his focus towards Rusev and Dominic Mysterio. In a shocking turn of events that sent ripples throughout the WWE Universe, Raw general manager Adam Pearce made headlines this week by openly claiming that he finally got revenge on a major WWE superstar who had been undermining his authority for months. This revelation didn't just come through a backstage promo or a social media post. Pearce took to the ring to make a bold statement that turned Raw into one of the most talked about episodes in recent memory. For months, tension had been brewing between Adam Pearce and several top WWE names, but this week's Raw proved that Scrap Daddy was done being pushed around. His authority, often tested by arrogant superstars who refused to play by his rules, became the center of attention once again. Except this time, Pearce flipped the script. He didn't just enforce the law. He made an example out of one of the company's biggest names. The segment began innocently enough, with Pearce announcing the lineup for the night's main event. But as soon as he mentioned a certain superstar's name, the crowd erupted with mixed reactions, signaling that something was about to go down. The moment that Star walked out, microphone in hand, things got tense fast. Pearce, however, stood tall, his expression more confident than ever before. "You've embarrassed me, disrespected my position, and tried to make a fool out of WWE management," Pearce declared. "But tonight, I got my revenge." The superstar in question, whose name Pearce initially refused to mention, but later dropped with icy precision, was none other than Drew McIntyre. The Scottish Warrior has had a rocky relationship with Pearce for months, especially after controversial match decisions and confrontations that spilled over into backstage chaos. At one point, McIntyre had even accused Pearce of favoritism and corruption, going as far as saying, "You're not a GM, you're a puppet." Those words clearly stuck with Pearce. On this week's Raw, McIntyre found himself booked in a high-stakes match against Cody Rhodes, a bout that seemed designed to put both men through hell. But fans later realized that Pearce had engineered the entire situation to teach McIntyre a lesson. During the match, a sudden stipulation change, announced mid-bout, ensured that McIntyre's path to victory would be nearly impossible. Pearce announced from ringside that the match was now no disqualification. giving Rhodes the opening to unleash a brutal offensive that left McIntyre battered and fuming. When the match ended, McIntyre's fury boiled over. He stormed backstage, looking for Pearce, only to find him waiting with security. That's when Pearce delivered the line that instantly went viral across social media. "Now we're even." The WWE universe erupted online, with fans split down the middle. Some applauded Pearce for finally taking a stand, while others criticized him for abusing his authority. On Raw Talk later that night, Pearce doubled down on his comments. "This isn't about favoritism or ego," he said. "This is about respect. You don't get to walk into my show and undermine everything I do. You don't get to treat me like I'm invisible." Drew McIntyre thought he could make me look weak. But tonight, I reminded him, and everyone, that I run a RAW. This shocking display of assertiveness has fans wondering if WWE is gearing up for a full-blown storyline involving Pearce stepping back into an in-ring or managerial rivalry. It wouldn't be the first time he's crossed the line between authority figure and active participant. Before becoming an executive figure on screen, Pearce was a decorated in-ring performer, a 5-time NWA World Heavyweight Champion, and someone who's never shied away from confrontation. Many fans believe this could be the start of something much bigger, perhaps even leading to a rare Adam Pearce match at an upcoming premium live event. Interestingly, this isn't the first time Pearce has clashed with a top name. Over the years, he's had heated interactions with Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar, Ronda Rousey, and even CM Punk. However, his dynamic with Drew McIntyre has been particularly combustible, largely because of McIntyre's recent frustration with management decisions. After being passed over for title opportunities and caught in chaotic rivalries, McIntyre's temper has been at an all-time high. The Scottish Warrior's pride took a hit this week, and judging by his social media post after the show, which simply read, "He'll regret it," this feud is far from over. Behind the scenes, reports suggest that Triple H is fully supporting this direction, with creative sources noting that the tension between Pearce and McIntyre will play a significant role leading into Survivor Series. There's talk that a team-based elimination match could be built around the idea of Team Pearce versus Team McIntyre, giving Pearce a chance to assemble his allies, perhaps superstars like Sami Zayn, Ricochet, or even CM Punk, while McIntyre recruits those who share his disdain for management, like Gunther or Kevin Owens. If that speculation proves true, this could mark a rare and fascinating power struggle within WWE programming. Pearce, who has long maintained a professional image as a no-nonsense authority, might finally embrace a darker, more personal side of this character. In recent interviews, Pearce has hinted that he's tired of being the guy who takes the heat for everyone else's chaos. On Raw, that frustration was finally unleashed. The crowd's reaction spoke volumes. As Pearce stood in the ring after the match, smirking while McIntyre's theme faded out, fans realized that this was not the same calm, composed official they were used to. This was a man who had been pushed too far, a man ready to fight back against the very superstars he once protected. "Revenge doesn't always mean violence," Pearce told the audience afterward. "Sometimes it just means outsmarting the person who thought they had control." That single line could define the next chapter of WWE storytelling. By turning the tables on McIntyre, Pearce has blurred the line between authority and competitor, setting up a deeply personal rivalry that fans didn't see coming. And if there's one thing WWE has learned from years of storytelling, it's that the best rivalries often come from real tension. Backstage sources have hinted that McIntyre's outburst after the show was more than just an act. Apparently, the superstar was genuinely frustrated about how the segment played out, feeling that it made his character look weak. However, WWE officials reportedly reassured him that this storyline would benefit both men long-term, adding depth to his persona while giving Pearce a rare spotlight. Fans are already fantasizing about potential matchups and confrontations. Could we see Adam Pearce lace up his boots again for one final showdown? His last match in WWE was a short-lived confrontation with Roman Reigns that never fully materialized due to storyline interference. But this time, the stakes feel personal, raw, and believable. A Pearce versus McIntyre match at Survivor Series or Royal Rumble could easily steal the spotlight, especially if it's built around authority, rebellion, and respect. Social media platforms exploded with reactions following Raw. The hashtag #PearceRevenge trended worldwide, with fans posting memes, clips, and speculation threads. Some fans jokingly called him the Scrap Daddy Returns, while others noted that his calm but calculated demeanor reminded them of classic authority figures like Eric Bischoff or William Regal during their peak power runs. Meanwhile, Drew McIntyre has been uncharacteristically silent, only posting a cryptic "See you next Monday" message on X, formerly Twitter. Many believe that next week's Raw will feature an explosive confrontation between the two, possibly involving physical retaliation. WWE has been known to capitalize on such momentum, so it wouldn't be surprising if McIntyre ambushes Pearce or forces him into an unexpected match stipulation. In the grander picture, this storyline reflects a shift in WWE's creative tone under Triple H's leadership. The company has embraced more grounded, emotionally charged narratives, allowing authority figures to evolve beyond one-dimensional roles. Adam Pearce, once viewed simply as the administrative voice of Raw, is now emerging as a layered character with motives, emotions, and a simmering sense of justice. Whether you love him or hate him, Pearce has reminded the WWE Universe of one simple truth: power, when challenged, always pushes back. His revenge may not have come in the form of a steel chair or a cheap shot, but in WWE, the most satisfying victories often come from outsmarting your enemies. As Raw went off the air, the camera captured one last shot of Pearce looking over his shoulder, smiling with a glint of pride and mischief. Whatever happens next, one thing is certain: Adam Pearce has redefined what it means to be an authority figure in WWE. And Drew McIntyre? He's not likely to take this humiliation lightly. The stage is set for one of the most intense rivalries of the year, one built not on titles, but on revenge, pride, and control. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.